Huh. Weird. Hi, hello, ni hao. I am Margar Judo. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about the train derailment that happened in East Palestine, Ohio. Now, just to give you a quick recap of what happened, a train containing 50 cars, out of which 10 cars filled with hazardous chemicals, derailed. And basically, when this car derailed, the vinyl chloride inside set on fire. Now, there were 3 other chemicals that were found there, but their names are very hard to pronounce, so I won't be bothering with that. Mike DeWine, and basically what happened was they decided to do a controlled release. They said they decided to do a controlled release on the vinyl chloride, which they said was the best viable option. And during this time when everything was beginning to burn, authorities were basically evacuated all of East Palestine out of the village. And our officials said that you can move back in, that these people can already move back in because air quality was safe, water quality was also safe. The problem is that when they went back, okay, what I was saying here was that when the people went back to their houses, they could smell a very chemical smell, and that began to worry people. Some people got headaches, some people became nauseous. There are also videos going on where basically the rivers nearby had a bunch of dead fish, which basically meant that the chemicals had also leaked into the water supply as well.
Coming right up, another fish. There's hundreds of them up here in this area across here. Hundreds. Another fish. Another fish. They're just everywhere.
Causing mass dying off of wildlife. So basically saying that the officials are probably lying. Now they're asking for independent organizations to come to East Palestine, Ohio, and take samples of the water and the air to see whether it is truly safe or not. Even though Mike DeWine, who said that the best bet was to do a controlled release of the vinyl chloride and basically burn it in the atmosphere, I would say that was probably what led to all of this happening. Because let's face it, and I have taken chemistry class before, but I don't exactly know, so please correct me if I ever get this wrong. When you burn chemicals, it's not always complete combustion. Complete combustion means that when you burn a chemical, when you burn a compound, all of it is converted into carbon dioxide and water. But the world is not the laboratory where you can't just control anything. There's so many variables that you have to take into account that incomplete combustion takes place. And that basically means that there's going to be a lot of soot, so there's going to be a lot of carbon atoms that are going around. Burning your vinyl chloride could produce some carbon dioxide, some water, some carbon monoxide, but it could also produce other chemicals which can also be carcinogenic. So basically, if this was the best thing to do, that is horrible. During Mike DeWine's news conference, news reporter who was working for News Nation, Evan Lambert, was arrested for some strange reason.
You guys, he's a national correspondent. You cannot do this.
An unexpected interruption during a live TV report. Officers move in and take down a network reporter during a press conference with Ohio Governor Mike DeWine.
And this took place after Mike DeWine's speech had ended, and the reason why they arrested him, the Ohio National Guard arrested him, was because he was speaking too loudly over Mike DeWine's speech, which doesn't really make any sense because it was already over. So the Ohio National Guard lying, and the lying of officials that water samples and air samples were well below the safety level. There seems to be a lot of covering up, and as an outsider looking into this, I have no idea what's going on. Why would the question is why would they lie about something so serious like this? So update, there's a video on YouTube, on Twitter, that is basically showing a guy testing the water from the river near where the derailment happened. And I can show you the clip.
All been carefully tagged. This is the Beaver Creek watershed. in regards to the East Palestine train crash. This sample I'm looking at today is from By Road. This is probably within about 2 to 3 miles of the train crash. This is the closest water that I was able to gather outside of the containment zone. Here on the right side, we have Little Beaver Creek. This is upstream from Beaver Creek before North Fork joins in. So this will be my clean sample of what our water should be. If you take a look at these two containers side by side, you can already see that the one on the left here is not only misty, it has almost the appearance of like a chilled alcohol, versus this one on the right that you can see entirely through. That just looks like standard water and plastic. We already have some strips done, but I'm going to go ahead and show you 2 more. I want to record this in a continuous video so that there is no questionable doubt. This is a new strip picked at random. Dirty water. We're going to put it in the contaminated water, shake it to make sure that we get all the air bubbles out. This strip will go on the left side with the rest of the contaminated strips. The nice thing is that those ones have been cooking, so we have plenty of time to wait to see the results. This is clean water from Beaver Creek. This is what should be in our waterway. This is what our fish should be swimming in. Same test. So now if you look at all of my results here, on the left side we have the contaminated water, in which you can see it is bleaching all of the color out of these squares, not so much actually changing what color they are, versus the right side. Look at how picture perfect these strips look. You can see that there is obviously something in this water in large quantity that is being hidden. Just go back to taking a look at these 2 containers and you decide.
Anyways guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been your host Margar Geode, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!